Maybe you have been wondering if your heart has been carrying hope for no reason. Maybe you've questioned whether the love you've been praying for could ever become real. Tonight, instead of searching for certainty, allow yourself to rest in the possibility that beautiful things often grow quietly before they become visible. Someone may already appreciate the kindness you show, the strength you've built through difficult seasons, and the compassion you offer without expecting anything in return. Real love rarely announces itself with perfect timing. It often begins in silence, through small moments that seem ordinary until one day they become unforgettable memories. There is nothing wrong with longing to be deeply loved. Every heart desires to be seen, understood, and valued for who it truly is. But the healthiest love is never built on fear, pressure, or uncertainty. It grows where there is honesty, mutual respect, patience, and the freedom for two people to choose one another every day. If you've spent nights wondering whether anyone notices your efforts, remember that your worth has never depended on another person's attention. Your kindness, your resilience, your dreams, and your character already make your life meaningful. The right relationship will recognize those qualities instead of asking you to change who you are. Faith can remind us that seasons of waiting are not always seasons of emptiness. Sometimes they are opportunities to become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the relationships we hope to build. Whether love arrives tomorrow or much later, every experience can shape you into someone who loves with greater wisdom and receives love with greater confidence. Imagine meeting someone whose presence brings peace rather than confusion. Someone who listens as carefully as they speak. Someone who celebrates your victories without jealousy and stands beside you during difficult days without hesitation. That kind of connection is worth waiting for because it is built on trust instead of uncertainty. You don't have to chase people who repeatedly overlook your value. The people who genuinely care about you will make room for you in their lives. They will communicate honestly, keep their promises as best they can, and show through consistent actions that you matter. Love is more than beautiful words. It is demonstrated through patience, respect, forgiveness, and shared commitment. Perhaps today is an invitation to release the weight of overthinking every conversation and every unanswered message. Not every silence is rejection, and not every delay is a closed door. Life unfolds in ways we cannot always predict, and sometimes the answers we seek become clear only after we've stopped trying to force them. As you move forward, protect your heart without closing it. Continue showing kindness without losing your boundaries. Continue believing in love without ignoring wisdom. The strongest relationships are built by two people who choose honesty over games, communication over assumptions, and understanding over pride. No matter what tomorrow brings, remember this: you deserve a relationship where affection is mutual, respect is unwavering, and trust grows stronger with time. Keep becoming the person you are proud to be, and let your future be shaped not by fear of being alone but by hope for something genuine, healthy, and lasting. If these words encourage you today, let them be a reminder that hope and patience can coexist. Continue moving forward with confidence, treat others with kindness, and remain open to the unexpected ways life can surprise you. Whether love is just around the corner or still on its way, your story is still being written, and some of the most meaningful chapters often begin when we least expect them. Before you read another word, I want you to know this is meant to encourage your heart. Maybe you've been asking questions that no one else knows about. Maybe you've spent quiet nights wondering if love will ever find you, if your heart has been overlooked, or if the dreams you've carried for so long will ever become reality. Sometimes life grows so quiet that you begin believing silence is the final answer. But silence is not always rejection. Sometimes it is preparation. There are moments when everything seems uncertain. When every closed door feels personal, and every unanswered prayer feels heavier than the one before it. Yet hope has a remarkable way of surviving even in places where it appears impossible. Your story is still being written, and every chapter has shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, kinder, and more compassionate than you realize. Someone has noticed the qualities you often overlook in yourself. They have seen your kindness when you thought no one was paying attention. They have admired your strength during seasons when you believed you were falling apart. They have respected the way you continue showing up, even after disappointment tried to convince you to quit believing in love. Love rarely arrives the way we imagine. It doesn't always announce itself with dramatic moments or perfect timing. Sometimes it begins quietly, growing in the background while life continues moving forward. The smallest conversations, the briefest smiles, and the simplest acts of kindness can become the foundation of something beautiful before either person fully understands what is happening. If you've been carrying disappointment from the past, don't let it define your future. Every experience has taught you something valuable. Every heartbreak has revealed the kind of love you truly deserve. Every delay has prepared your heart to recognize something genuine when it finally appears. You were never meant to settle for affection that comes with conditions or promises that disappear with circumstances. Real love honors, protects, encourages, and inspires growth. It celebrates your victories without jealousy and stands beside you through difficulties without hesitation. It chooses honesty over convenience and commitment over temporary emotion. Faith reminds us that patience is never wasted. Waiting does not mean you have been forgotten. Sometimes the greatest blessings require time because they are being prepared with care. There is wisdom in timing that we often cannot understand until much later. Imagine looking back years from now and realizing that every delay had a purpose. The relationships that didn't work protected you from settling for less than you deserved. The opportunities that disappeared made room for something greater. The tears you cried became the very reason you could comfort someone else one day. You are worthy of a love that sees the real you, not the version you think you must become to earn acceptance. You do not have to pretend to be perfect. You do not have to hide your fears or silence your dreams. Authentic love welcomes honesty because it understands that vulnerability creates deeper connection. Continue believing that good things can still happen. Continue choosing kindness even when the world feels unkind. Continue growing into the person you were created to be. The right people are drawn to authenticity, integrity, compassion, and faithfulness more than appearances or perfection ever could. Every sunrise is another reminder that beginnings are possible. Every new day offers another opportunity to trust that your story is unfolding exactly one page at a time. There will be moments of uncertainty, but uncertainty does not erase possibility. It simply reminds us that the future has not yet revealed all of its beautiful surprises. You may not understand every season you're walking through, but you don't have to understand everything to keep moving forward. Hope is often strongest when it chooses to remain alive without having every answer. As you continue your journey, protect your peace. Don't measure your worth by someone else's timeline or compare your path with the lives you see around you. Every person's story unfolds differently, and that uniqueness is part of what makes life meaningful. There is beauty in becoming. There is beauty in healing. There is beauty in learning to trust again after disappointment. And there is beauty in believing that tomorrow can hold blessings greater than yesterday's pain. Keep your heart open, your faith steady, and your spirit hopeful. The chapters ahead have not yet been written, and some of the most meaningful moments of your life may still be waiting just beyond the horizon. Until then, continue becoming the incredible person you were always meant to be, one day, one choice, and one hopeful step at a time.